Hello everyone, welcome to the Engineering Maths by Vivek. In this video lecture, I am going to discuss a very important topic for all the students who are in actually commerce section or who want to do good in statistics. There is a topic which is called rank correlation. So in this video lecture, I am going to discuss rank correlation. And more specifically it is Spearman rank correlation. So first of all, as we know in general language also, that rank is something to arrange the data in increasing or decreasing preference. For example, there are two individuals A and B who perform in dance competition. So if they are performing in the dance competition, definitely rank of one will be, or rank of any one of will be 1 and rank will be 2. So rank is something that we decide that who perform better or who is excelling in comparison with the other. So now come to the Spearman rank correlation. Okay, so let us consider two groups X and Y having n individuals. Means we have two groups X and Y. We have X1, X2, X3, X4 and so on Xn. And similarly, when we comparing Y, so Y1, Y2, Y3, Y4 and Yn. So if I talk about the rank, so I have decided that rank of 1, 2, 3 and so on up to n. And similarly, if I take the rank of Y, so it will be n minus 1, n minus 2 and so on 1. So in every case, if we go for the rank, then we have n ranks starting from 1 to n. I hope this is clear. Okay. So now I am interested in finding the sum of ranks of X. So it will be, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3 and sum of divided by this is the sum of rank. And if I take the average or mean of ranks, it will be simply X bar equals to, that is sum of observation upon number of observation. So I think you are familiar with this formula, that is sum of observation upon total number. So X bar will be 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to n divided by n. So we know that the sum of the n natural number, it is n into n plus 1 upon 2 into n. So n will be cancelled out. We'll having the mean of the ranks of X is n plus 1 upon 2. Similarly, the ranks of Y, the mean of Y will be same, n into n plus 1, means both the data have the same mean as far as ranks are concerned. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now finding the variance. Next is variance in X. So we know that variance is given as sigma x square it is 1 upon n summation of xi minus x bar square. Okay, so if I take complete the square, then it will be xi square plus x bar square minus 2x into x bar. I hope it is clear now. This is summation sign. Now if I further expand this data, what we will be having? So sigma x square will be 1 upon n summation of xi square plus x bar square summation of 1 minus 2 x bar summation of xi. I think this is clear to you now. If I multiply n inside, then sigma x square will be summation xi square upon n plus summation x bar square summation 1 upon n minus 2 x bar summation xi upon n. I think this is clear to you now. These are the sum of, that is xi square is simply sum of square of n natural numbers. So it is given as n into n plus 1, n into n plus 1, 2n plus 1 upon 6 into n. Similarly, if I consider this x bar square, and summation of 1 will be n upon n minus 2 x bar, and this will be summation upon n, this is again x bar. I hope this is clear. So we are left with, that is n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 upon 6 plus x bar square minus 2 x bar square. So I told you that x bar was n plus 1 upon 2 whole square, because it will give minus x bar square. So minus x bar square. So again further solving, we can take out n plus 1 common. It will be 2n plus 1 upon 6 minus n plus 1 upon 4. And if I take the LCM, so it will be 12. 6 2 are 12, 4n plus 2 minus 3n minus 3. So we are left with n plus 1 into n minus 1 upon 12. So again sigma x square is actually n square minus 1 upon 12, and this value is very similar to sigma y also, because as I told you, both have same mean and same data distribution. Now considering the difference in ranks, so let di represent the difference in rank of xi minus x bar from the mean value. So I can represent this as xi. Okay, we can take it out as, just hold on, we are taking the difference of ranks between the two individuals of x and y. So I can represent it as xi minus x bar, and also if taking y as common, minus yi minus x bar. Okay, I hope this is clear also. Now previously I told you that x bar is equals to y bar. I hope this is clear to you. This is very important. Now di was given as xi minus x bar minus yi minus y bar. Now squaring both sides, we are squaring, so it will be a square plus b square minus 2ab xi minus x bar yi minus y bar, and taking the summation of xi minus x bar square plus summation yi minus y bar square minus 2 summation xi minus x bar yi minus y bar. Now taking the average, that is dividing this by total number of observation, so it is again xi minus x bar upon n plus summation yi minus y bar square upon n minus 2 summation xi minus x bar yi minus y bar upon n. So I hope this is clear now. Now you must understand this formula is actually variance. This is sigma x square, and this represents sigma y square minus 2, and this represent, just hold on, I tell you, this is again a formula which you must remember, upon n. This is upon n. Okay, so this is di upon n, di square upon n. Now we know that covariance of x and y, it is given as two into summation, that is summation of xi minus x bar and yi minus y bar. Okay, so, and also it is given as rank of correlation is covariance x comma y upon r into, that is n into sigma x or sigma y. So if I find the value of covariance x and y, it is r into n sigma x sigma y. This is very much important. So we are going to plug in the value in the previous expressions, and we will get summation di square upon n equals to sigma x square plus sigma y square minus 2 into r into n sigma x sigma y upon n. So n will be cancelled out from here, and also sigma x was given as sigma y, so it is summation di square upon n equals to twice of sigma x square minus twice of sigma x square into r. So we can take out sigma x square common, we are left with 1 minus, and 2 also common, 1 minus r. So if you are interested in finding the value of 1 minus r, it will be summation of di square upon 2 sigma x square into n. So now taking the value of r, then r will be 1 minus summation of di square upon 2 sigma x square into n. Now putting the value of sigma x square was n square minus 1 upon 12. Okay, so r will be 1 minus ka sigma di square upon 2 into n square minus 1 upon 12 into n. N upon, okay, so 2 6 are 12, and r will be 1 minus 6 summation of di square n cube minus n. This is the required answer. So hope you have understood that how we can calculate the Spearman coefficient r, where r is R is Spearman rank coefficient. If you faced any doubt, then you can comment me, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. So see you soon in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.